ordinance authorizing the city administrator and the city clerk to execute a release of liability and settlement with Cat Excavation Incorporated concerning West Lacoon project. Alderwoman Sanders?
Yes.
Alderman Bellington?
Yes.
Murray is absent. Alderman Carmody?
Yes.
Alderman Duff?
Yes.
Alderman Ryan?
Yes. Under new business, we have an ordinance of the city of Odessa, Missouri, declaring the result of the general election held in the city of Odessa on the 6th day of April, 2010.
Mr. Mayor, I would make the motion to accept the first reading of bill number 2010-07, ordinance number 2783.
In a second, all in favor? We need to get this out of the way. Second reading an ordinance to the city of Odessa, Missouri, declaring the results of the general election held in the city of Odessa, Missouri on the 6th day of April, 2010.
Alderwoman Sanders?
Mr. Mayor, I make the motion to accept the second reading of bill number 2010-07, ordinance number 2783.
Sorry. Take a bit from that. Got a motion and a second. Madam Mayor.
Alderwoman Sanders?
Yes.
Alderman Bellington?
Yes.
Alderman Carmody?
Yes.
Alderman Duff?
Yes.
Alderman Ryan?
Yes.
Murray is absent.
Here we have an ordinance repealing the section of 2-305-1, curfew for minors, and adopting section 2-305-1, curfew for minors of the Code of Ordinances for the city of Odessa, Missouri.
Mr. Mayor, I'm happy to address any questions that the board has.
Would anyone like to have any questions on that they would like to ask council about?
I would like you to take the opportunity to elaborate why this ordinance was brought before us this evening.
Well, I say first of all that Chief Kinder and I had discussed, I think the chief had discussed with me, as we try to on a regular basis, the ordinances of the city and whether they're effective and sufficient to address all the issues that are necessary for the city. In consultation with the chief, we looked at this ordinance, and again, we don't survey all the ordinances all the time, but whenever they come up in the ordinary course of our business, as this did, we took a look at it and felt that some significant improvements could be made to it. So the ordinance that you see in front of you reflects our office's work and review of the law, and also balances, we think, the police powers that the city has with constitutional protections that are necessary. So what you have in front of you is simply the result of the chief raising an issue in our office, looking at it in consultation with the police department, and then bringing in front of you an ordinance that we think better addresses the issue and complies with law.
I do have a question on 2.305-1, paragraph C. It shall be unlawful for the owner, operator, or any employee engaged upon a business or public premises in the city of Odessa to knowingly permit or allow any minor to maintain upon the premises of the business or public premises in violation of section A. My question there is, and I'm hoping I'm misunderstanding this, that's why I'm looking for a little clarification. So if I'm a business owner and I have a minor doing business and it's after 11 o'clock, then I'm going to be held liable for allowing them to remain on my property.
No, and I'm glad you raised that issue, Alderman. One of the exceptions specifically is at subparagraph 4, when the minor is engaged in lawful employment or traveling directly to lawful employment from home or returning directly home from lawful employment. So that's one of the specific exceptions to this conduct. Anything that's not accepted in 1 through 6 that the minor does in violation can also be a violation of a business owner if the business owner allows it, or if an adult with the lawful care and custody of the child also allows it.
Well, see, my question there is, you know, as a business owner, I may not have every minor. You know, what, are they traveling to or from work or to or from, you know, whatever their guardianship may have them traveling?
I understand that.
And, you know,
that'd be a fact question as far as enforcement goes. You're right. If you employ minors, however, they're accepted from enforcement, and so you're accepted from this. So this isn't going to affect the delivery driver for a restaurant who's lawfully delivering sandwiches or what have you at 10:05 on a weekday.
No, sir. My direct question is it gonna directly affect our business owners' customer base?
We haven't done a broad economic survey. I don't think that's really what you're asking. I think that this is going to have to be applied in the way that all the ordinances are applied, and that is with well-trained officers who employ both an understanding of the law and common sense. So, you know, a police officer, you know, who has to engage with kids that may appear to be minors, can certainly ask them questions to learn a little bit more about their conduct after hours. But it is going to be a fact question as to whether in any given circumstance, and again we're dealing with hypotheticals here, whether the circumstances rise to the level of showing, actually proving beyond a reasonable doubt, that the